everyone and welcome back to Craftycutter. So today I am going to be doing a video on our patterned HTV, and I have one right here to show you, and that is a leopard print with not pastel but they're like muted. It is absolutely stunning, and we have lots of different prints and things that we do in-house, so I will leave a link to those down below in the description box for you. And with our patterned HTV that we do, you actually have to cut it slightly differently, and so I thought we would go step by step on how to use it and I'm going to make a makeup bag. So I'm going to make a makeup bag, and that is this one right here. And actually it could probably be used as a clutch bag if you wanted to, under the arm. But this bit here is like a canvasy type material, so we're going to apply it to here, whereas the other is like a leatherette. And then it's got a lovely copper zip on the top. So I've made like bride-to-be and bride things like that on these kind of things as well. Those are brilliant. So I'm going to go into Design Space and just design a simple design on this. I think I'll show you once we're done. So the next step after you have designed whichever design you're going to do in Design Space is to place your material on the mat. Now this is where things slightly change to normal HTV. We have no shiny side, so when we obviously, these are printed in-house, so you don't get a top sheet. So you want to place it like you would normal vinyl with the colour and pattern on the top onto your mat. Make sure that it's well stuck down, and I'm just using a little tool, that's a Cricut tool, a brayer, to just make sure that it's well stuck to my mat. So the next step obviously is to select your settings in Design Space, ready for cut. So there is, if you browse that, we've got the maker here, but if you browse the materials, there will be a printable vinyl. I'm just going to try and find it. So I've just chosen printable vinyl in light. Now I think, so I'm going to feed it into my machine. And press the cut button now and show you what to do next. So on here I have my cut side, which is just down here. So I'm just going to trim the cut off, if I can see it. So that I don't waste any vinyl. You weed it just like you would do with any other vinyl. I'm just going to pull. So I'm pulling away like you would do, pull the excess off like normal self-adhesive vinyl. And there I have my little file that I have cut. So the next step that is slightly different is we add our own carrier sheet to this, and we sell these which are reusable. I will also link these for you down below. So this is your carrier sheet, and this is what you will need to be able to transfer this onto your item of clothing or material that you're transferring onto. So I will link these down below for you. So you peel this back like you would do a transfer sheet for self-adhesive, and you've got one that's like your backing and then a sticky side. Now these are reusable, so you can cut it to size. I try and leave it as a full piece so that when you come to do bigger projects you've got that big piece. Apply it just like you would do with self-adhesive. So I'm just going to make sure that it's well stuck like you would do. A lot of it is the same steps like you would do with self-adhesive. So now I will peel the backing off this, and now have or design on our backing. So the next step obviously is where you want to place your item. I am just going to take this sheet off here, and so I'm just going to sit and place this find where I want to place it. I am one for doing things by eye. I'm a nightmare for it, in fact. Oh, I'm getting all stuck. So I think that's a pretty good placement there, and as you can see, so now your next step is either your iron, your Cricut easy press, or a standard like industrial heat press. So I'm just going to get the easy press ready to do, and then I will show you the next step. So I'm going to use the easy press today. So I've just got the easy press mat underneath, and I'm going to fold this back so that I get a complete flat surface. You'll need a Teflon sheet. You can get these in like Poundland and Home Bargains and things like that. They are oven liners or tray liners in the baking section. It just gives your item a bit of protection. So our patterned HTV, you need between 150 and 160 Celsius for 10 seconds, and it's got a warm or cool peel on it. So I'm impatient, I like to do a warm peel. So I've just set my machine, I've set it to 11 seconds, and that is purely because once you've pressed it, I've normally got the whole pressure on, so I like to have that extra second. Now, if you've never used heat transfer vinyl before, the heat is what makes the glue go sticky, and then the pressure that you add is what bonds the glue to the material, and the pressure is just as important as the heat. So I like to use this with both hands. So I'm going to put it down, I'm going to press my button, and then I'm going to add my pressure. Make sure I am getting quite a good pressure on there. How quick is that? So, and what you're wanting to find is like this material here. You can see like a pattern on it. Every piece of material has a different pattern in its the way it's made, but you're wanting to see that through the HTV. That means that that glue has bonded into the fabric. So I am just going to peel this back. We always advise, once you've peeled back your top sheet, to do a second press, but it doesn't need to be as long as the first. A couple of seconds is enough, as long as you're getting that pressure there. And then take away your sheet, and I'm just checking to make sure that I have got the fabric through it, and I can see the grains or the lines or whatever you want to call them of the material through that. But how cute is that? Let me move you up so I can see you too. There we go. How cute. A little makeup bag that's something completely different. You see a lot of leopard print at the minute, but nothing like this, and I think it's perfect for spring and summer, and also for younger children if you're wanting to make some clothing for younger children, because this would look perfect on a really dark t-shirt, I think. That's what I think. I'm going to create me a sewn t-shirt in that. But yeah, that is how you use our patterned HTV that is printed in-house here at Craftycutter. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you all very soon in our next video. Bye!